Ready to Love reunion or more Ready to Love secrets and betrayals?
Ooh.
Hey, hey, friends. Welcome back to the chat suite. And today we have another recap and commentary of Ready to Love season 4. And this is the much awaited reunion. I don't know about y'all, but I've been waiting for this reunion, hopefully to get some clarity on some situations. But that reunion brought more secrets and betrayals. Okay.
Yes.
My goodness. But then it did bring some good things too, because it was cute when it started off with, they seem like they always go back to the people who are eliminated first.
Mm-hmm.
So they talked about Christian and Khalil. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to know that they have connected with two of the other eliminated guests, Andrea and Ida. Okay, what you think? Did you think that was cute, Beth?
I thought that was cute. From the beginning, I loved that little postman. I was just like, please let him stay, because he was so cute and nervous a little bit. But I just wanted to see what he could be. He was just a little nervous, but I had big hopes for him. But because he's a handsome guy and stuff, Right. I forgot about Khalil. I have to be honest with the family. I forgot all about Khalil.
I remember him. He was a teacher too. A teacher like
oh wow. Okay.
Like, what's the name? Jason. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I was happy to think, and I love when the gentleman that's worked for the Postal Service, when he stood up and asked her out.
Oh, that was cute. That was cute. It's still he acted like, he's not really like he does seem like he's kind of shy, period. That's just his personality.
Yes.
But it was interesting with Ida. Ida. She's still cutting up. And she's like, what?
She don't want nobody.
That was I was taken aback by that, how she was getting so defensive about him not, him sharing that. And right. She was mad because he didn't want to share what she wanted to share. I don't get it.
It seemed like it, because they had agreed that they weren't going to say, and she wanted to say something before, and he came out of left field. But how those questions are. You don't know what time he's asking. Maybe they don't. He's going to ask something, and he just said it.
Someone to say it on the fly, just maybe to sound good or something like that. And then she that look on her face, that was one of them looks that she had when she got eliminated that time.
You're touching me, and now I'm getting eliminated. I was like, oh God.
Yes. Well, hopefully they make it. I don't know.
Right.
Okay, but in moving on to Alexis and Ron. Oh my goodness. Ron, that conversation. Ron seemed like he was a little everybody, if anybody under 21, close your ears, like a little bitch baby, right? Weak.
Yeah.
Gossip Girl. Because he was so
Gossip Girl.
God,
how that Gossip Girl.
Because they were saying everything anybody said, it came from Ron. Ron was the gossip. He was the Gossip Girl.
Right. Yeah, that's right.
And then when he got called out by Amber, oh my God, I know he wanted to crawl under the couch.
But why? What are you doing? Why would you say something like that? We went on several dates. No, we didn't. We went on a couple of dates. No, we didn't. We went on one date. Stop. Just, what are you doing?
That was ridiculous. And then you see Kyra in the background talking about something. How did we go from 1 to 3 to 1 like that?
Dude, you're making yourself look so bad.
Like horribly. I was just like, that was terrible.
Right.
And then, but although I didn't agree with Tommy saying that in all the seasons, he's never heard a man talk to a woman like that. But I'm just like, I'm not sure. Perhaps he could have chosen his words better, but I don't necessarily think it was just like so disrespectful and so bad to say, I thought you were smarter, than to fall for what AJ is trying, what he perceived as AJ trying to just get her because he didn't want to be eliminated.
Right.
What do you think about, how do you feel about that, though?
I have to agree with you. I felt like Alexis was playing a little bit of a victim space in there. And maybe her feelings was hurt. I can't discount her feelings in any way or whatever. But Ron had let us know that there was a time when AJ sort of disrespected her, had her waiting, again, he was just like you said, trying to let her see, like, what? I mean, come on, like, you know what he's doing. He doesn't want to get eliminated. So he's circling back around and making you, like, you know, propping you up, and you're falling for it. I kind of maybe just should have said, I thought instead if I was smarter than that, that's kind of condescending in that way. Maybe could have just said, I can't believe you're falling for this, you know, something, you know, but I mean, you know, I'm with you. I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world.
I mean, I just got hearing what they were saying. I got a bad impression about Ron. And then what about when he saying that he took Chrysanthemum to visit his mother? Now, once again, Alexis always like, honey, calm, relax, chill, take it easy, be easy. No. Like, what is the context? You don't know what the context was. We might have been going somewhere. You was, oh, let me run in here. I gotta get my mama stuff. Oh, okay. Well, you must have come on in. You know, I mean, like, it wasn't like he was introducing her to say this, whatever, and you know, right. Go to get married. I mean, like, really?
And because he said that, he was like, she was kind of in the neighborhood, and he was just like, hey, why don't you stop by? It was something to that effect, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Like, she's like, you introduced it to his mom, and she was just doing that.
Yeah, her reaction to it. She wants somebody. She
does the most. Like,
she wants somebody. She wants some. You can.
Then it was cute when they highlighted the gentleman's lounge. I like to see that. They were talking about how, you know, they had a camaraderie, and, you know, Joel was like, even if we don't find nobody, at least I found some brothers or whatever. That was cute. Okay, yeah. So,
can I say something?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
But and you know, and I apologize, family, for not even picking up on this, Shani. And you and I didn't talk about this, I think, either. But Stacy brought out a really good point.
Oh yes, that was yes.
So what she said was very true. Why is it okay for the guys to have this camaraderie, but as soon as the women have this camaraderie, now it's a problem?
And that's
yeah, that was interesting. Which was kind of true. I mean, I could see where, of course, when I talk to you, I don't want to talk to you and her all the time. But right. What's the nervousness about women like having this type of, again, camaraderie between one another, that sisterhood? I mean, as opposed to always being in a little catty state of being with one another.
That's true. I think maybe because sometimes, by no means am I agreeing with saying, oh, it's okay, you know, it's okay to have this, and then for the women, oh, why are they so close and why are they talking and da da da. Because I guess maybe they feel that women share more than men do. Because I don't think men kiss and tell. Like, a lot of women don't kiss and tell, but some women, you see your good girlfriend, you might give a little tea about the situation, you know. Right. And I know men don't necessarily talk like that unless they're Ron. No, I'm just like, I'm just kidding.
Especially if somebody they're interested in, they're not talking about.
They're not talking like that. So maybe that could probably be.
Maybe so. I guess.
But I hear you on that. I do hear you on that. That was she made a good point when she said that.
Yeah,
that was a good point. And another thing I wanted to bring up, noticing this is from the beginning, since I'm backtracking, guys. Bear with me. The couch situation. Just you can tell who's together, who's like, and who is totally not, by the body language on that couch.
That body language is hot.
Even before I saw the previews for Bernicia and Joelle, I was looking like, because their position was not close. There was like a space between them. Like she had herself closed up on this side, and he was closed up on that side. Right. And to me, Kyra and AJ looked like he was more leaning into her, and she was more upright. But Jason and Liz, they were snug. You know, Jason had his arm around her the whole time, so they must still be. Well, yeah, we know. We found out they are still going strong. But before we get to them, when AJ got in the hot seat, you could see Kyra was not having it today. Her facial expressions were like, oh, she was just not with the business. You know,
it was interesting because, just to speak on AJ, what Tommy unearthed on the fact that when Kyra went out of town for 2 weeks, and she had said, hey, I'm going out of town for 2 weeks. And she said she made it a point to make sure and communicate with AJ every day. And here he turned around and he's like, well, you know, we're just dating, which what they are. I mean, but he's like, listen, I'm out on a date with Alexis. So, and Alexis accepted this.
And then she messy. Don't call and tell her that messy. That's messy. Right. I mean, I'm not sure, because first of all, they both knew they didn't want each other, because at the end he said he didn't want her. So you knew it was just a date. He was just being friendly to you. And then why would you go and tell her that? I'm sorry.
But I kissed and I have the selfies. Like, what are you doing?
I know, trying to mess up, sabotage something to me.
Right. I didn't get him, and I don't want you to have him either.
Right. I'm just like, I'm sorry. I feel like she just seemed just so immature and messy. I don't know. You know, Alexis. Sorry, Alexis, but you know, I'm just going by what I'm seeing. Which how you moving, girl?
Right. The way you moving, the way you moving is wrong.
Right. But in AJ's, you know, just to be a devil's advocate for AJ, we're just dating. So she felt as though he should have told her that then, told her. Because remember her and Bernicia had that little side thing, and he was like, you should have kept it 100, just told me. We just dated. Yeah, well, you're right. But if you're going to go out with her, you should have told me. But it was like one time, it was her birthday, you know, and he said that they had a friendship and he was going to always be in her life no matter what. Remember, he made that testimony.
What does that mean? I mean, it's like, what are you talking about?
For him to take her out for her birthday. I mean, what? So
I mean, okay, but yes, was this the only guy in town that could take you out for your birthday? Maybe it was. I don't know. I mean, and why were you? I mean, maybe it was. I don't know. But I'm just saying. I just thought it was a little funny because these were the two women that you were straddling between, and then you turned around and one is out of town and you're taking the other one out. I mean, were you trying to? Then that just to me went back to. Just kind of show like to me, he seemed like he might be a little messy too. Like I said, I never thought he wanted anybody on the show anyways. He just didn't want to get eliminated. And I'm sorry, but it was Alexis who brought up the point about Kyra. And she said something that I had said about Kyra too. Did you want to be here? Or did you just want to make it to the end? And I don't know. I kind of felt that with her. Like that's why I felt like she got that craziness with Jason too. And then when she switched over back to AJ, because it was just like, I don't know, she had made a pact like I'm making it to the end. You know how sometimes you just, I will make it to the end just because bow out. I don't know, who knows, but we're just going on what we could see, family. But go ahead.
I mean, I don't necessarily, I don't get that vibe from her, but I don't know her, so maybe. But I don't think, to me, I feel like, what would be the purpose? So what? You win some money? What
I was wondering. That's what I said too. Like if you're not a payout,
about winning a prize, winning some money, then yeah, okay. But
right. Yeah. So that's, remember we said that. I was like, you're not getting some money out of this, then why didn't you bow out before you even went to that elimination?
Right.
Because you know you didn't want AJ. You really wanted Jason, seems like, but you wouldn't tell him.
She's still talking about that Jason because
I know, what is it?
I was like, damn, you got to get over that girl because Jason is all in with Liz. Seemed like, I was like, she still seemed like she wanted Jason. She still wanted Jason. But she gonna accept AJ. Well, she wanted to get to know him. But I still don't agree with her reasoning for not saying yes. Because she said she could be his girlfriend. Nobody in there said that they was girlfriend and boyfriend. Nobody in there said that we about to get married, we're gonna get engaged. They said we're gonna continue, like we said last week, continue this getting to know each other, dating thing, so that we can maybe perhaps see if we can build something stronger and deeper. Right. So all that stuff she was talking about. I mean, I love you, Kyra, but all that stuff, I want to be with somebody. I mean, she said that stuff again. She reiterated that, you know, I just wanted to make sure that I could be, but no, nobody. I mean, it's her own personal thing then, because that's not the show, honey, and nobody else want to do that. And it's like we're gonna get to know each other some more.
Right. Yes. Absolutely. Right.
You know, ultimately, you still doing that because you're still seeing AJ. But then when he said again, when he was like, "Who do you want to be with?"
I know.
I was like, God.
And he's like, "Well, it wouldn't be Alexis." I was like, "Okay, seriously, like, you need to stop, guy." I mean,
maybe it was some reason why he said that. It was like she already got a man now or something. I don't know, because it was like, damn, because to say it like that though.
Right. I mean, you could have said, you know, Alexis is a wonderful woman, but you know, right now it's not the right time for, you know, two of us. I'm really interested in seeing where something could go with Kyra. I mean, you could have said that on that way, just like it wouldn't be Alexis. I'm like, oh, really? Why? Like again, another knock for Alexis.
It has to be some editing. Something else had to have said, because that I can't imagine that he would say that like that, because that was just like incredibly rude. He should have been like, that's what I never heard anybody talk to a woman like that. It wouldn't be Alexis. What?
You're right.
Why go into the negative? Just go to the affirmative. Well, I would choose Kyra, like you just said. But anyway, so that was that.
Yes.
And then they went on. But then when Kyra's meltdown, I forgot to talk about that. In the backstage when they showed that, when she was going, I guess the preview had me thinking something else. I thought that her and Alexis was getting into it, but it was just, she was talking about how Ron, rumor as that has been said, Ron said it, I can't stand him, I don't like him, and
that he tried to talk to her before. I want to say he tried to talk to me before, and he's not my cup of tea. I was like, oh wow, like what? Because remember, that's when Alexis jumped back and was like, when she found out that Ron had tried to talk to her before. So I wonder, was that like, did she go on a date with? No, because she would have said that. She would have said if her and Ron had tried to date before, like she said, AJ and her had dated before, you know, before they got on the show.
Right. Maybe during the show, he probably tried to talk to her then.
Gotcha. Yeah, she just wasn't going for it. Okay, interesting. Yes.
Ron was trying to say, remember he was trying to talk to Jason to get some sympathy from Jason, and Jason was like, "Man, sometimes you just gotta." It's like Jason was like, "I ain't even gonna go sign that mess. How you roll?
Jason was looking good too on that when he was standing there in that suit. I was like, "Oh, Jason, right." And when I saw him before, I was just like, "Oh, okay, whatever." But he really looked nice. He cleaned up nice, I thought. And
he did look nice. I have to say. So no, I'm just playing. No, but I'm happy for him because he seemed like he did make the right choice, because they seem like they are really digging each other, and perhaps
he liked Liz, he liked Kyra, but he wanted somebody who just, I guess, could give him that reassurance. And maybe they just should have both said it at the same time. You know, some people don't want to say one thing before the other person. And 1, 2, 3, say it. Rock, scissors, stone. Right. Should have played that game just so they would have both felt comfortable. But oh my goodness, yes, come on, Shani, go ahead.
Yeah, no, but then then they left us with a cliffhanger.
Ooh, the biggest cliffhanger. Joelle and Bernicia. Yeah, so that was interesting. Joelle, she said had been hanging out with Stacy and Chris. That was a big shocker. I don't know where that came from. And then when they asked Joelle, what did he say, Shani?
They were showing the preview of what's to come for next week. Waiting. Joelle said, Tommy said, "Well, do you still have feelings for her?" He told us, "Man, I don't even know. I don't know."
Yeah.
Like, what happened?
I don't know. I was shocked about that. And then Bernicia was off to the side. Tears were coming out of her eyes.
Yes.
And then she made a statement like, "I don't know."
And after she went off the camera and was crying, and the camera caught her saying, "I don't have anything else to say to this man."
I'm like, what are you talking
about? The number one couple not together. Come on.
I hope this is some funny editing.
It's got to be some real funny editing for that to be wrong, Beverly. The way she was, how she cried and ran off. Come on. Woo!
So this was heavy. Part 1 reunion for this season 4. Of course, there was so many ups and downs and roller coasters that happened on this twist and turn. Kyra and AJ, it's still, I don't know what type of tricky game he's playing between her and Alexis. She went out of town. He went on a date with Alexis for her birthday just as a friend. I think Kyra seemed like she was feeling a little bit of some kind of way about it.
A lot of way. She said she felt a lot of way about that.
Right. We thought Vern and Joelle was going to make it, and they seem like this next part is going to be a bust. Amber and Chris seem like they still holding on. Fingers crossed on them. And Jason and Liz, they seem like they're still rocking.
Jason and Liz seem like they were at the bottom. Now they're the number one. Right. So that connection is the strongest now. Although, Chris and Amber seem like they are still getting to know each other. And they were, the way they were hugged up and everything like that on the couch, that was cute, So
still so many twists and turns on this. I have no idea how this is going to shake out. We could probably say for sure that the people who look like they're not going to be together, it's probably not going to be together, but I don't know. It's interesting. I hope the next time they do the next season finale, they take it out of Texas. I want to see them in a different state. With some other people that's ready to love.
And yeah, next time it's going to be in DC.
Really? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. They're going to Chocolate City with it.
Yep, they are. Okay. So that's going to be interesting.
That'll be good. Okay.
So there you have it. Season 4, reunion 1, more secrets and more betrayals. Right. More betrayals. He done lied about everybody in the place. AJ done betrayed poor Kyra with Alexis. Secrets. We don't know what secret relationship Joelle is having with Chrysanthemum and Stacy. Okay.
Oh, please.
Okay. So thank you for tuning in. And check us out next week for reunion 2. I know it's going to be the bomb.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and give us a big thumbs up, family. All right. Keep rocking with us.